Hi, I'm Dana. I'm a health coach and certified personal trainer. To generate today's recipe, I entered the following into I think it was ChatGPT. I wanted a fairly low carb dessert, chocolate dessert with fresh raspberries. The first recipe called for heavy cream, so I had to change the parameters to dairy-free because of some people in my household. So the recipe that it generated came out with avocado swapped out for the heavy cream. I actually had frozen in my freezer, so I had to change that, and the recipe worked with what I had on hand. For one last request, I wanted it to be gut friendly, so it added dairy-free yogurt for a bit of a probiotic boost. I decided I would just stick with this recipe and maybe add a little bit of a twist of my own to it. For the full recipe of not only the AI generated, but the crust that I added to the bottom, you can find that on my website, and I think I'll put it here. Here is my demo of the fairly low carb chocolate mousse with a fresh raspberry topping.
I'm going to start out with the crust. So I'm going to take the leftover almond pulp that I had from making almond milk. And if you want to learn how to do that, you can get that on my website blog. Once the almond pulp is in the bowl, I'm going to add some almond flour as well as some cocoa powder. It's dark, unsweetened cocoa powder, and a powdered sweetener of your choice. And you're just going to stir it all together just to kind of break up the crumbs, as well as to just mix it all and get it all incorporated as best as you can. Once that's all blended together, you're going to add some melted butter to that, and you're going to also add your flavorings. This is French vanilla, medicine flower essence, as well as some raspberry medicine flower essence. Carefully drop the essences into the bowl, and you're going to then mix everything all together until it's well incorporated. Now that that's all mixed up, you're going to carefully get about 4 evenly sized proportioned balls of the crust base, and this is going to be pressed into each of those silicone pans. Because it's silicone, it doesn't stick, so you can press it and you don't have to worry about using like butter or oil to keep it from sticking. Once the crust is prepared, pop it in the freezer and get started on the mousse. Here's where the AI recipe begins. Add your avocado, your cocoa powder into a blender, as well as the powdered sweetener of choice, and then you pour in your almond milk. Here I'm using fresh almond milk that I made myself, and if you want to know how I made it, again, you can check my blog and I give the directions on that. It's actually really easy to make. This is where you would add your vanilla extract. However, unfortunately, I ran out, so I had to use the vanilla essence again. And once you add everything to the blender, blend it up, and you'll notice, at least I did, it was really thick in the beginning. So you'll probably want to add little by little a little bit more almond milk and blend. So keep doing that until you reach the consistency that you wanted to reach. Between blends, I took a little spoonful of it for taste, and I needed to add extra vanilla to it. But once everything's to your liking, add the yogurt for the extra probiotic boost and carefully blend it on low. And then once everything is incorporated into the great consistency you want it to be, then you pour it into the crust that you already prepared. Once you pour it in, you're going to want to kind of even it out and smooth it out to make it look nice. And then once all of that is prepared, then you're going to carefully put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. While your mousse cups are in the refrigerator, go ahead and add your raspberries and powdered sweetener of choice together and carefully mix them in the bowl. Put them in the refrigerator for a little bit, and when you're ready to serve your mousse cups, then that's when you garnish them with the raspberries. And this is what my finished dessert looks like. And this is what it looks like with a spoonful. Enjoy!
So that was the dessert. Let me see. I thought it was okay. It could have been a little bit sweeter in my taste. The recipe calls for vanilla extract, and I did not have any on hand. So I had to substitute that for the French vanilla flavoring. My son picked up on the nutty flavor of the crust, like the almonds in the crust, which was fine. And I did add a little bit of the raspberry essence that you saw in the video. So that along with the fresh raspberries gave it an extra kick of raspberry, which was pretty good. All in all, I would give it I'll say a 3 out of a 5. Again, it was not that sweet. It could have been a little bit sweeter, but the consistency was great. It was like a mousse, maybe more like a pudding. It was more like a pudding, but it was still good. The crust I liked it. I liked the crust. Actually, everyone liked the crust, so that wasn't an issue. And of course, those fresh raspberries were just so good. But yeah, I'll give it a 3. Again, if you would like to try this recipe for yourself, you can find that in the blog section of my website. While you're there, you can check out the other courses that I offer. I'll be starting a fall challenge soon. It'll be a fun one. I guess I will be talking about that sometime very soon. So if you'd like for more information on that, it will be coming up, just not right now. Well, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments section whether or not you've used AI to get some recipe ideas or not. Keep an eye out for more videos on recipes as well as ingredients. Have a blessed day. Bye.